Before the offense gets going again, league-wide story here. You and I got a kick out of Juju Smith-Schuster post-game comments because he had a long touchdown, and he said he kept looking over his shoulder because his Madden rating was only an 82 or an 83, thought he was going to get caught.
Yeah, you can tell he's a youngster because us old folks, that's when the Satchel Paige quote comes in. Don't look back, someone might be gaining on you. But I love the fact that he said, my rating, I thought I was faster than that, essentially. Well, guess what? The ratings get updated each week. Juju, you will be an 89 starting next week. And by the way, your actual rating prior to, it was 88.
Yeah, you were a little off, but bottom line, don't look back, just fly forward. The slot man in motion right. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Little motion now from the tight end. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Gabriel, the man in motion. On third down, it's Coleman, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Shift together here from the D-line. They start the drive on the ground with Lacy. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On second down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. 23 yards on the play. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. In motion is Austin Hooper. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Wilhoit in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. In motion left is Baldwin. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. In motion is the tight end Brown. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. So on third down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, Rawls. And some space here. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In motion is Austin Hooper. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
Freeman again. Escapes the defender. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Red zone opportunity. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Gabriel, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along and control the clock and control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last shot for Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got